And I didn't even talk about Shabba because the reggaeton beat, Fish Market, the song that busted was the iconic Shabba Ranks and Dembo. I didn't talk about that. So big up Shabba Ranks. I was able to meet Shabba Ranks, have a picture with him that we took at the Jamaican embassy here in Washington DC. So big up Shabba Rankin. But all of these things are again to show the power of copyright.
Well, Lion Voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion Voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion Voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion Voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion Voice.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of his chosen queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka Dejazmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man. I'm an entertainment attorney, I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist, and right now I'm the host of the Lion Voice. And as you can see, I'm here in my legal garb, so this is going to be a legal episode. And I've decided to brand the legal episodes as Lion Law. I want to just big up all of the subscribers, all of the new subscribers to the channel who have been supporting. As you can see, we're diversifying the content. We're branding the content. We just launched the Lion Talk Show featuring DC's #1 reggae band, Rasta. So check out the Lion Talk Show. Episode 1 just aired. We have the Lion Voice, as you know, and now I'm going to give you Lion Law. So it's going to be entertainment law. We're not going outside of the realm, but we're going to start to bring a lot more legal content to the channel. Big up all of the people who have expressed that they want to see more legal content. We're cooking in the lab, and there's a lot to talk about. Again, big up all of the subscribers. The Lion Pride is growing, so slow, steady growth, like we say. We're not here to cause controversy and try to go viral. We're just giving you straight content, cutting edge Rastafari content, but it's diverse because we want to show you can't pigeonhole a lion. You can't put you in a small box. Rastafari culture encompasses all things because Haile Selassie encompasses all things. That said, what are we here to talk about? We're here to talk about the latest massive litigation case in the world of reggae and dancehall. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the lawsuit filed by legendary production team Steely and Clevie, and they have sued the entire reggaeton ecosystem for the use of their iconic Dembo rhythm, which is actually called the Fish Market rhythm. So we're gonna read an article courtesy of Dancehall Magazine, and let me big up Dancehall Magazine. They've been giving steady information on reggae dancehall. As someone who is a part of the Jamaican music industry, I have to big up the journalists that are, trying to elevate the level of reporting and to provide content for people such as myself who are trying to keep up to speed. So big up Dancehall Magazine. We're gonna read from their article. And again, this is a major litigation. We check out the complaints, so we're going to talk about certain things from there. But some names that you can see in the complaint that you will recognize are going to be El Chambo, a big producer, Louis Fonzi, and Daddy Yankee. But there's others. Pitbull is in there. It's a scatter shot. You know, shotgun approach, everybody have to get attached. So this is actually now a class action against, you know, you name it. Sony Music is there, Warner Chappell, Universal, you name the labels, there are a part of this. All Stefflon Don, dancehall artists named, you know, anybody who jump on a reggaeton track or a reggaeton song. But some notable things before I'm gonna read the Dancehall Mag article. But before I do that, I'm just talking about some major points in the litigation. In terms of, it lays out the history of reggaeton, which I found fascinating. And this dates back to 1990. A brethren named Dennis Halliburton, PKA, or professionally known as Dennis the Menace. He did a Spanish language cover of Dembow, which was a legendary, and I didn't even talk about Shabba, because the reggaeton beat, Fish Market, the song that busted was the iconic Shabba Ranks and Dembow. I didn't talk about that. So big up Shabba Ranks. I was able to meet Shabba Ranks, have a picture with him that we took at the Jamaican embassy here in Washington DC. So big up Shabba Rankin. But all of these things are again to show the power of copyright. And if you look at my earlier video, you'll see the power of copyright. And Steely and Clevie, as producers, registered their copyright. They are now enforcing that right. But that being said, according to the complaint, in 1990, after Dembow's release and success, Dennis Halliburton, PKA Dennis the Menace, recreated a nearly verbatim version of Dembow's instrumental that was used to record Elios Benia, a Spanish language cover version of Dembow. The title is a rough Spanish translation of Dembow by Fernando Brown, PKA Nando Boom, and Pounder by the duo Patrick Bernard, PKA Bobo General, and Wayne Archer, PKA Sleepy Wonder. The complaint goes on to say both Elios Benia and Pounder were released on vinyl 12-inch singles on Shelley Records label in New York. The B-side to Pounder featured an instrumental mix of Mr. Halliburton's sound recording entitled Dub Mix 2 and attributed to Dennis the Menace. This instrumental has been so widely sampled in reggaeton that it has become commonly known as the Pounder Rhythm. The Pounder Rhythm is substantially similar, if not virtually identical, to Fish Market. Transcripts of portions of Fish Market and the Pounder Rhythm are included below within the complaint. And again, this comes direct from the complaint that was filed by Steely and the estate of the late Clevie, and we want to just take time and acknowledge the passing of our reggae icon. His estate is one of the plaintiffs in this matter. So Nando Boom is not the only artist that is implicated in this extensive complaint. One of the most prominent is El Chambo and his collaboration that he did with the great Cutty Ranks, Dam Tu Casito, and I know I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, so all my Spanish speakers, please feel free to correct me in the comments. But I was shocked to learn how popular this song really is. And I was shocked when I even saw the numbers. They call the rhythm the Pounder Rhythm. It's one of the most highest streamed songs on YouTube, 4.1 billion. That means half of the people on the planet could have watched this video. I didn't know. I did one voice a reggaeton song as an artist, man. I tell you the truth. When I heard this, my children speak Spanish. I did one voice some reggaeton, but we never got this up. 4.1 billion. This shows you the type of revenue that we're talking about when we talk about this lawsuit. This is not small. This is a major litigation filed in California. Let's see what Dancehall Mag had to say. We're not going to make these episodes too long. I know I love the legalese and getting into the legal jargon, but most people find it boring. So we're going to just try inform you. Ask your questions down in the comments. Let's have the discussion in the comment section. But this is from Dancehall Magazine. They say Steely and Clevie Productions copyright lawsuit against Luis Fonsi of Despacito fame. You know Despacito. Despacito. You know, but go on, right? Appears Steely and Clevie Productions copyright lawsuit against Luis Fonsi of Despacito fame appears to have mushroomed into an all-out legal assault on reggaeton after multiple lawsuits against some of the genre's biggest hitmakers were consolidated into a single action. The Jamaican dancehall production house now has a plethora of reggaeton artists, producers, and record labels in its crosshairs, all of whom it is alleged illegally used and benefited from elements of their Fish Market rhythm. Released in 1989, Fish Market is also known as Pocoman Jam, but is most known internationally as Dembow after Shabba Ranks' hit track. Filed in the United States District Court, Central District of California, and the consolidated lawsuit lists Cleveland Constantine Brown Clevie, Anika Johnson, a representative of the deceased Wyclef Johnson, who is Steely, who died in 2009 in New York at age 47, and Steely and Clevie Productions Limited as the plaintiffs. Meanwhile, according to court records obtained by Dancehall Mag, the reggaeton defendants can be divided into three groups as follows. And I'm not going to read all of the artists that come. Go to Dancehall Mag. I'll link. I'll put a link in the description. But the three major groups are the El Chambo group. Steely and Clevie alleged that El Chambo, a Panamanian reggae artist and producer, infringed on the Fish Market rhythm in his song Dem Tu Cosita, which featured Jamaican artist Cutty Ranks. At 4.1 billion views, the song has the 6th most viewed music video on YouTube of all time. I tell you, I would have voiced a reggaeton. He's an artist, you know. Attorney, actionist, artist, author. I don't bring the artist part out fully yet, but you hear the music and the soundtrack and the lion voice. We'll soon get there. 4.1 billion, my brethren. Holy. Anyhow, the Dame Tu Cosita remix featuring Pitbull and Karol G, which was released August 24, 2018, was produced by El Chambo and Afro Bros and is identified as infringing work in the consolidated suit. Next is Luis Fonsi, Puerto Rican singer Luis Fonsi, and again, I'm not. They list some of the associated publishers and artists that are associated under these main three producers. But again, go to Dancehall Mag, give them the support. Puerto Rican singer Luis Fonsi is another primary defendant in the consolidated lawsuit, with at least 10 of his songs allegedly infringing on the Fish Market rhythm. Some featured artists and producers of these songs are named alongside him in the suit. Some of the songs are Besame, Calypso, Date Love. I'm not even going to go through all of the song them. Again, go read it in the article. And then the last person is Daddy Yankee. Over 40 songs associated with Daddy Yankee have been identified in the consolidated lawsuit as having directly sampled one or more elements from the Fish Market rhythm. So, very interesting case. It says Fish Market, according to the suit, represented a groundbreaking advancement in reggae music at the time. It was markedly different from other works made by Steely and Clevie. The rhythm featured a combination of elements, including a programmed kick, snare, and hi-hat playing at a one-bar pattern. It goes on to describe the song, but what I want to jump forward again, go support Dancehall Magazine. They're doing good work, bringing this work to us. Alright, so this is what I wanted to talk about. The defense, so far Fonzie's lawyer, they're reporting on. In response to this, Fonzie's lawyer said that the defendants deny knowledge or information sufficient to respond to the allegations, except deny that all or any portion of the referred composition and or sound recording Fish Market is original or protectable, and either maintain that no response is required to the extent that the paragraph purports to state any conclusions of law. In their defense, Fonzie's attorneys also argue that allegedly copied portions of the work at issue are neither original nor protectable expressions of an idea. Any allegedly copied portions of the works at issue lie in the public domain. So again, serious thing, but this goes to show you also that just because you feel like you have a case doesn't mean that it's gonna go, that you still have to prove it in the court of law. Everyone knows that reggaeton derived from the dembow rhythm. I mean, that's not even contested, but you bring it into court is a different thing from what the streets are saying. They still have to go prove it in a court of law. And in future we can go into copyright infringement, the elements, what you have to prove. We can go in depth. So if you want to see some content like that, drop a comment, let me know. Tell me, what do you think about this lawsuit? Is Steely and Clevie, are they correct in suing basically the whole genre, coming out with the big shotgun of law, with the scatter shot to catch everybody? And what would a payout from this massive litigation look like? The amount of revenue that has been generated from the reggaeton industry. Should they be paying reparation in a sense to the founders of their genre? You know, Jamaica has given birth to so much to the world, but again, because people think that we're not organized, is a free-for-all, everybody come and take. The lawyers are saying nothing to protect here. These are all public domain, meaning that even if they were protected at one point, the copyright has expired. It's now open for everyone to use. Thoughts and comments, put it in the description and let us build. Again, this is episode 1 of the Lion Law. We're going to be bringing the content. We're going to try hit this content. We have consultations you can book through the website, legal consultation. We're happy to hear what you have going on and provide whatever guidance that we can. We're also connected with a network of attorneys, so if it's not in our jurisdiction, we'll be happy to point you in a direction, particularly reggae and dancehall artists. So we want to build with you. Anyhow, it's good for, I feel good, you know, as a lion, to be able to bring the law to so many of us creatives that are out here, content creators that are out here, so that we can start thinking about the business side of this industry, so we can own and control the narrative. Because as you know of this channel, we're a solution channel, and you know also that the time has come for the lions to tell their own story, and this is the lion's voice.
Yeah, Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie the first. Tell the people about Empress Mene. Well, even if the stars they fall and the moon turn into blood, but to the coming war we stand tall. I will shower you with my love, and even when the people start ball, cause they see the city streets them flood, but like the hurricane blow down their wall. was a lifeline. It seems like the world is upside down. I will never hide, I'd rather stand my ground. Lion of Judah blessed with the triple crown. Can't come fool I with no circus clown. Now fear no hurricane or the cyclone. Respect for Mama Earth with that embedded on me bone. That's why I will never leave you alone. Protect you from harm when the alarm sound. So even when the stars they fall and the moon turn into